Hello, what is your name?
My name is Elijah Valentine. I also go by Kid Boo.
Okay, and the question I have for you today is, what made you want to be an artist?
What made me want to be an artist is I don't really have a specific reason. I just somehow, I don't know, I just, since a little kid, always knew, I think I'm going to be like a famous musician. And my mom was the one type of person to raise me to just, if that's what you think and feel, then that's what it is. She's a real spiritualist, more so than a common practice type of person. So because of that, I always just believed that I was gonna be this superstar. And I would just always talk about it. And then one day it just kind of fell into more so of like a religious practice. Like everything I did was, it's because I'm gonna be this music artist. I believe some people are born knowing what they wanna do. Since they were little, they always just show signs. Like this kid, you could tell he's gonna grow up to be this. And I would get that a lot from people when I was a small boy. But truth be told, I didn't think about being anything else. I think maybe the idea crossed my mind of being like, you know, a secret agent or something like, or an astronaut or something silly. A pilot is actually not an astronaut, but a pilot is something I thought about when I was a kid. But they were not like things that I thought passionately about. There was no feeling. Mm-hmm. There's no real reason as to how I became an artist. I think I was just born an artist. I was told since a small boy that I would be one, so I believed it. I think the real reason, if I were to put anything to blame out in the universe, would just simply be the law of attraction. I really believe in that. What you think about, you bring about. Your thoughts become things. And if I think all the time since a small boy, I'm gonna grow up to be this famous person in some form or fashion, it was only a matter of time before it actually happened. Before my fantasies and my dreams started to manifest into reality in front of my own two eyes. And that right there is an amazing feeling, I must admit, for anybody. Just imagine just every day dreaming and dreaming about something, and even though people don't believe that it could be possible, you always find a way to make it possible. My dad, he laughed at what I told him my dream was. And he said, that's not realistic. You need to pick something realistic. And hearing that from my father didn't discourage me. It upset me, because why can't he just believe that that's what I'm going to be and tell me that I'm gonna be that? But I think I also needed someone like him to tell me that I couldn't. There's one thing about me, I'm stubborn. If you tell me I can't do something, I'm gonna prove you wrong. And we talk about this day all the time. My dad today, fast forward, I did it, and he calls me up all the time, every other random like day out of the week, and he'll just say, you know, I'm your #1 fan. I always knew you can do it. You just needed someone to tell you couldn't, and someone to challenge you. And we laugh about this day all the time, because I never made a plan B. I stuck to my guns. I was like, there's not going to be a plan B. And yeah, like, I'm sorry that I don't have like an actual answer, like why I became or why I wanted to become an artist. I kind of just, something I was always trained since a small boy to believe that I would be. And by believing it, it happened. It wasn't a favor. It wasn't that my mom or dad knew anybody that can open doors for me, an opportunity. None of that. They just sort of, you're going to be this. I think any real answer for anyone who is something that they've only dreamed of being when they were smaller and they grow up to become that person is the law of attraction. I don't know any science to it, any practice, except for like, you really believe something and it will happen. I challenge you to even try it. Try it with something random. I don't know, a pink donut with sprinkles. But anything you think about passionately and imagine it and you want it, you emit this frequency into the universe that will bring it right back to you in physical form. I don't understand how that works. I'm not a physicist or anything, but I know from experience that if you really think about something, it'll happen.